The National Weather Service has warned the Gulf Coast of an extremely dangerous major hurricane.
THV11 is here to break down what this means for you and your safety. We're starting with preparations for the storm. Here's Ashley Godwin.
As the hurricane is expected to enter Arkansas as early as next week, some organizations like Sheepdog are making sure they're prepared to answer the call with their volunteers.
We're standing by.
220 volunteers are a part of the Sheepdog organization here in Central Arkansas. All of them are made up of first responders and veterans.
We keep a disaster response trailer ready to go in these type of situations.
If assistance is needed after Hurricane Ida makes landfall, Sheepdog will deploy their volunteers to help in disaster relief.
We do chainsaw work. We clear their property so they can access their property again, get the trees off their house. We can tarp their roofs. If their home has been flooded, we can help get the flooded material out.
We stay in a state of readiness all the time, but when we know a storm is coming, we're in a heightened state of readiness.
Entergy Arkansas is sending 50 linemen to the South Arkansas border ahead of the hurricane. Once there, they will ride out the storm and then go to work, helping with downed power lines.
After we find out where the damage is, whether it's in Arkansas or somewhere else, they'll basically go where they are needed.
In Little Rock, Ashley Godwin, THV11 News.
All right, joining Chief Meteorologist Tom Brandon right now with the latest updates on Ida. Good evening to you.
Good evening. Yeah, and the latest update came by just before the newscast. So this is up to date. Ida's still a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 80 miles per hour. Still moving along pretty quickly northwest at about 15 miles per hour. And central pressure is at 989 millibars. Watch that number the next 24 hours. When that starts to drop off, you know you've got rapid intensification. Moving across that western tip of Cuba, the center of circulation is now leaving the coast there and will begin to venture into the Gulf of Mexico where the waters are warm, and that's what you need. You've got to have the very warm waters of the Gulf to really get things going. So let me take you through time. This is going to be Sunday morning, 140 mile per hour winds. It's projected to be a Category 4 hurricane. The update that we had before had for landfall as a Category 4. Now it looks like it could be a Category 3 Sunday afternoon. And then again, the path really hasn't changed. It continues to take a path just east of Arkansas. And if that happens, it takes most of the wind and rain away from the state. Still, we could see some activity in eastern, central, and southeastern Arkansas. Hurricane warnings are in effect. Places like Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Lafayette, New Iberia, Morgan City, along with tropical storm advisories all surrounding that hurricane warning. Ida's impacts for Arkansas haven't changed. Very minimal impacts expected in places like Clinton, Little Rock, and Hope. But again, if the track happens to back up on us to the west, that's going to change things somewhat. We're going to have updates throughout the weekend. Check us out, THV11.com. We're going to have updates as we get updates from the National Hurricane Center about every 3 hours or so. Sunday afternoon, we'll have a chance for scattered showers and storms. Then we'll begin to see that moisture from Ida move into southeast, eastern Arkansas as it veers away into Tennessee and Mississippi. Lots of heavy rain is expected and some pretty breezy wind gusts as well. We're at 82 downtown. Skies are mostly clear. Muggy night out there tonight, 70s and 80s as we drop back to about 73. For tomorrow, look for a high of 92 and big game tomorrow night. Benton and Bryant in the Salt Bowl. Kickoff time at 7 o'clock. We'll see about an 88-degree temperature for that. And here is a look at the extended forecast. Again, we're going to keep an eye on early next week. If Ida affects Arkansas, it's going to be Monday into Tuesday, quite possibly late Sunday into Monday over the southeastern part of the state. And that is a look at your forecast.
And a reminder that we are always there for you when the skies turn dark.
You can text the word weather to the number here on your screen, 501-376-1111, and we'll send you a link to our latest article tracking Hurricane Ida and its impacts.